Hello, I'm Anthony Gormless, and today we're going to make a full English breakfast. Bread. What first drew me to this material was its general materiality, and as we start to lay them out thus in the manner of a Carl Andre, we're instantly becoming aware of the geometric repeated unit. This bread is a stark reminder of how far humankind has come from the organic to the inorganic and the industrialisation of the very stuff that we depend on for our very lives. The humble egg in most cultures is seen as a symbol of rebirth, of life, the promise of life renewed. But of course, wrapped up in this humble sphere is the fact that life itself is somewhat fragile. And what better way of showing this than to apply force to the shell itself? The life ekes away, and upon the shell we see the indexical register from which the life has come. Can you see the void? Sausages. Sausages in their inert form, they resemble nothing more than inert cylinders. Yet, if I upend and change the orientation of the sausage, we have a totem, we have an obelisk, we have a phallus, and here we have sliced bacon. If we can see a pig as a construction, then this sliced bacon is a deconstructed construction reconstructed in streaky form. And these, Hormel chili pork with beans. The picture is of pork with beans, the writing is of pork with beans, but this is purely semiotics. Of course, the contents itself could be anything. This probably does contain pork and beans, however. The tomato. Some people call it a fruit, other people a vegetable. As an artist, if I were to call this an artwork, it would become an artwork. I choose to call it a tomato. And at the end of this table, we all know what these are. I'm not averse to having humour in my work, to forge a connection with humans. And we don't have much room left on this table. Now we've got the ingredients, it's time to start the alchemic process. First of all, the gas is on, and we add some olive oil from Italy. Ah, the Italian masters. Leonardo, Michelangelo, Raphael, Donatello. Once the oil has reached a sufficient temperature, we add the sausages. I'm not averse to an audio piece, and you can hear them sizzle. However, the video does not channel the smell, and I encourage you to imagine. You as the viewer need to complete this video by imagining the smell of the sausages. The pork with beans. We are wholly reliant on the semiotics at play here. Does it contain pork with beans? It does. The pork with beans we add to a saucepan. It may take a while for it to come out of the can. You could refer to this as a time-based piece. A low heat for the beans. Turn the sausages occasionally. The transformative process is quite beautiful. Appreciate the change in shades. Feel the heat coursing through your body. Feel at one with the sausage. We'll add the bacon. While the bacon is cooking, you can prepare the tomato. And the mushrooms. The bacon is starting to take on a golden colour akin to that of the sausage. The transformative process is well underway. What better time than to put these geometric units into the grill. The beans are bubbling away, filling my nose with their evocative scent. When the bacon has taken on a golden colour, remove from the heat. The sausages too seem about cooked. Remove those from the heat as well, being careful not to burn your hands. The toast, golden brown. Turn, grill the other side. Eggs. Two eggs. Continue to move the eggs. The toast is done. Once the egg yolk is bright yellow and the white is bright white, the contrast full, it's time to take the eggs off. And you want to keep the yolks intact. The mushrooms, pop in some slices. Take off the heat, remove the tomato and the mushrooms, and we're about ready to plate up. And here we have our finished full English breakfast. Well, they do say you are what you eat. Thank you very much for watching MIEZARUTE Art School.